Phone. Okay, so willkommen in unser ich denke, es ist vierte Unterricht heute und fangen wir an. Today I want to take up some new topics and especially cases. Okay, eine kurze Moment bitte. All right. So, Ishita, you have any information about nominative, accusative, and dative cases?
Yeah, little bit.
Great. Okay. And Karthik, do you have any information?
Yes, little bit.
That's great. So, I'll start with the beginning. Let's say in English, I will say, let's say I have to say the ball hit him, right? Can I say the ball hit he?
No.
No, I cannot say like this, right? However, we are talking about he only. I mean, the ball has hit he only, but still I will be saying the ball hit him. So why do we use this him instead of he? This is because of case only. Now in English we don't call it explicitly as a dative case or nominative case, but we still use cases. Let's say in English I will say he hit the ball with bat. Right. Okay. Now I would request everybody to please tell me what are the subjects in this sentence and what are the objects in this sentence. Give a try, please.
Can I?
Please.
Yeah, I think the subject is he,
Okay.
and the object is the ball
And what about bat?
and the bat also.
Right.
The bat is the direct object, and the ball is the indirect object.
Or the vice versa.
No, I think because the bat is in contact with the subject, that is why it is the direct object. I think.
He hit the ball. The ball is being acted upon.
No, but he's hitting the ball with the bat. So,
Yes.
the ball is holding the bat and it's in direct contact with him, right? Only if he
Yeah.
holds the bat, then only he can hit the ball.
All right. Perfect.
Yeah.
Great. So, right, you are absolutely right. In this case, whenever we are talking about cases, we have to find who is doing the job, upon whom is the job is being done, who is getting affected, right? So this was just a basics. Although in English we don't clearly define the cases, but in German we have to take care. Okay. So now this case topic is, friends, a kind of an elaborate topic, and I will not go too much deep in any session. Like today we'll be spending some 15-20 minutes on this issue and we'll go ahead with some other topic then. But then maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow again we'll come back to these cases. Okay. So as probably you might be remembering, this table I used to refer quite a lot of times. Nominative, Akkusative, Dative. Oh, Entschuldigung. Not like this. It used to be nominative, accusative, dative, and masculine, feminine, neutral. So, what about dirty, dusty, dendy, dusty, demded, demden? Anybody can tell me? What should I write? Yeah, one by one. Abhi, you can tell only one. First one.
Yeah, for nominative masculine, it will be there.
Right. Ishita, can you please tell me what about here?
D.
Great. Karthik, can you please tell?
Das.
Right. Weiter?
Uh,
Yeah, carry on.
yeah, then the.
Eine kurz Moment bitte. Just give me a second. Um, just a moment. Somebody's there. Right. So what should come here then? Arvid?
Yeah, yes should be then.
D-E-N, na? N for nominative.
Yes, then.
D-E-N, right.
Yeah.
Eine kurz Moment. What happened? Okay. Yeah, that's right. Ishita, can you please tell me what should come here?
D.
D, perfect. And Karthik?
Das.
Does, perfect. Now, Ishita, please tell me what should come here?
Dem.
D-E-M. And Karthik?
There.
Perfect. And Arvid?
Them.
Them, there, them, there, them. That's right. Right. So, Shivendra, today we are talking about cases. So, we will go a little bit deep, not too much, and then we'll proceed with some other topic because this is a very elaborate topic and requires, continuous learning for days together.
Yeah.
All right. So, masculine, feminine, and neutral, der, die, das. So, when we learn der, die, das with any noun, we are talking only about nominative case, right? So, make sure that you should learn by heart the genders of every noun, but take into account that you are talking only nominative case. The gender will change according to the case as well. As you can see, even feminine will become der at some point of time. So, now, how do we proceed with this nominative thing now? So, there are certain points that I want to tell you. Nominative. First of all, this is talking about subject, right? The other two cases talk only about object. So, in a sentence, there will be a noun which is in subject, and there will be some noun that will be in object. It may happen the otherwise also, that there may be only in subject only, or there won't be any object, or there will be only object. So, nominative case talks only about subject. Remember this at all the times. Second point is who or what is doing the job. Who or what is doing the task. And this is an obvious thing. Na? If I say I am driving the car, so obviously it is me who is driving the car. Na? So who or what is doing the task? Remember, this point is very crucial. Now, once we proceed with this German class, we will learn that who is where in Deutsch. Right? We will take up this class later on. And what is was. Right? So, this nominative case is also known as where fall. It is not known as was fall. It's known as where fall. Fall bedeutet, fall means case. Right? For example, there could be Notfall, means emergency case. All right. So this was only about nominative. It is actually the simplest form. I am teaching. So it is me who is doing the job. So I am in nominative. I would request everybody to give at least one example. Likewise, any simple sentence will do.
I am playing.
Great. I am playing. Perfect.
We all are studying Deutsch or German. We all are
We-
studying German.
Yes, we are studying German. That's perfect. Next, please. Karthik, give it a try.
I'm reading.
I am reading. Perfect. Shiven, you also please give a try.
Um, ist esse?
Ich esse. 100% perfect. Ich esse. So who is doing the job? The job is eating. So it is me who is doing the job. So it is ich esse. Perfect. Okay. Dann gehen wir weiter an das Thema Dative. Now remember friends, as I told you, the previous nominative talked only about subject. No? And now the other two cases, that is dative and accusative, will talk about object. And in fact, I would write here only, it is indirect object. Alright, so here the hint is to whom or for whom. Something is being done. Something is being done. Right? To whom or for whom something is being done. So let's say, before that, I'll give a few more things, few more points. Used mostly for humans. So this is most important hint. Used mostly for humans. It's most important, friends, because in most cases, or it could be some animals as well. For most cases, you will find in sentence if there is any human being involved. Let's say I give the letter to my friend, right? So this friend, you can check out if there is a friend or any human being. I give the letter to my teacher, to my boss. I give the ball to my friend. So if there is any human being involved, of course, other than I, because I is definitely in nominative case. So other than that, if there is any human being involved, then most likely he or she or it will be in a dative case. So used mostly for humans, and then it is because it is to whom. Na? So to whom becomes when, W-E-N. So it is when fall, right? This dative case is also known as when fall. So we will go with some examples a little later. And of course moment, yeah, indirect object, nominative. Okay, then we talk about accusative. T-I-V-E. Now accusative means direct object. Okay, so the hint here is who is directly affected. I give the letter to my mother. So who is getting affected? The letter is changing position, like it's changing hands. From me it is going to some other person. So that's why letter is being given, it is the direct object upon which something is being done and it is getting affected. So thereby it is letter is going to be the direct object. Now a good thing to note is most verbs are accusative. Now previously we learnt about regelmäßig, unregelmäßig, that is regular and irregular verbs, but then there is another class, or you can say sub property of every verb. A verb can either be in accusative or in dative. I mean, it's kind of a supporting thing. Normally we talk only about nouns when we talk about cases, but there are verbs. In fact, most verbs have a property to denote whether they are in accusative case or in nominative case. There are certain which are in both cases also, but they are very less. So most of the verbs are in accusative case. Now further, because it is who is getting directly affected, it is when fall, W-E-N, fall. Okay, so this is another name for this when fall, that is accusative. Now we'll go with some examples. As I told you, most verbs are in accusative. So we will take up some examples now. Let's say I give a question, a Frage. Hörst du mich? Right? Now, hörst, I would like to throw some light upon it. It is basically hören. Right? It is hören means to listen, to hear. So, if you give a try, can we proceed with conjugation, please? How it should conjugate?
Yeah, it will be ich höre.
Only one. Ich höre. Somebody else, please tell how it should be the next.
Du hörst.
Hörst. RGS.
RCS hört.
Hören. Ich höre, du hörst, RGS hört. Right. Absolutely right. Sorry. Wir. Shivan, hören, genau. Remember, it's a umlaut, so it is going to be a little, twisty over the lips. So it's going to be hören. Und ich höre, du hörst, RCS hört, wir hören, ihr
Hört.
hört. Und Sie
Hören.
hören. Perfect. All right. So now, because I'm talking to do, so thereby the do form will be used. So it's hörst du mich, right? Now in this case, straight away, don't get too much confused. Straight away, remember, I'll give a list also. Hören is an accusative verb. So if you find these verbs, I'll give you a list. In case if you find these verbs from this list, you can blindly, 99.9% blindly, you can say that yes, this sentence is in accusative case. So hörst du mich clearly is accusative. We will not go further with the logic, whether who is being worked upon, what is being done, and all that blah blah blah. See this verb, remember this verb, give the answer straight away. Likewise, there are many more. There are many more verbs. Zum Beispiel mögen. Mögen is to like, right? Then also sehen. Sehen is to see, right? Then comes kaufen, zum Beispiel, and anrufen. So whenever you see kaufen bedeutet to buy, to purchase, and anrufen bedeutet to call, that is over phone. Okay, so that is a glimpse of this cases thing. Let me see if I have some more things to tell about on this topic. By the way, friends, if you have got any doubt or any questions or any comments, straight away interrupt me and straight away speak out. Okay. Okay. Then let me give you a few more examples of dative. We just did dative also. Where is it? Akkusative, dative.
Excuse me.
Yeah, please. Carry on.
Yeah, how do we pronounce? There was a verb Morgan, like with the umlaut O. How do we pronounce it?
Actually, it was not Morgan, it was Myogen that I just wrote. So, Myogen, right? In Morgan, it is simple Morgan, no umlaut, right? Myogen means to like, and morgen is morning or tomorrow. Okay. I just recalled something very important I would like to explain here. Now, as I told you, morgen means tomorrow, and morgen also means morning. So tell me, if I were to say, I will meet you tomorrow morning, then how should I say?
Can I?
Please.
You can say like this morning, then you can say the time like 9 and one like that.
Yes, you're absolutely correct. That is one answer. But if like a starter in German and somebody, I mean, I've seen many cases. In fact, I myself used to make mistake. Normally, to meet is to treffen, right? So most people will make this mistake and they will say, ich werde zum Beispiel Sie treffen oder whatever, Sie treffen, and then they will say morgen, morgen, isn't it? Because tomorrow is also morgen and morning is also morgen. So I mean, it happens many times when you are learning German and you have learned a lot of German, and you were to immediately or suddenly you have to tell a friend of yours in the evening that okay, we will meet tomorrow morning, let's say, right? So many times it so happens that even with me also it so happened that ich treffe dich morgen morgen, right? Tomorrow morning. So this is wrong. Grammatically, it may be correct, but in spoken language, it is wrong. So what do we use is wir treffen. Zum Beispiel, if I were to say, we will meet tomorrow morning. So now, see, tomorrow
Man
is
kann sagen, wir treffen morgen früh.
yes, perfect, 100% perfect. Wir treffen morgen früh. So what I mean to say here is we should not transliterate each and every character from English to German, right? There are many cases wherein you'll land into a pit if you approach doing the transliteration. So many times it so happens that there may be entirely a different word or phrase available in German for entire sentence as well. So we will meet tomorrow morning will convert to wir treffen morgen früh. Otherwise, it can also be treffen wir morgen früh oder treffen wir uns morgen früh. So there are multiple options, but morgen is definitely a wrong thing. So we have to use morgen früh. Okay. Then I wanted to share with you a few dative examples. Dative used to be which type of object, friends?
Indirect.
Yes, indirect. Right. So, der Mann hilft der Frau. Now, at first glance, everybody will be confused. Then, that how is it der Frau? Frau is immer feminine, and then how is it masculine? So here, right away, if you remember that Frau is D and it is der here, then you should recall that table. Der, die, das, die, den, der, dem, den. So here you will find that der Frau, it has converted its gender. That means it is definitely in dative. Apart from that, as I told you previously also, if there is a human being involved in the sentence, other than in nominative, other than the subject, then most likely that human being will be in dative case. So here again, der Frau is in dative case. Okay.
Like, isn't it in like accusative because it is like directly the man is helping the woman?
Um, it's definitely that way, but to whom? I mean, to whom or for whom something is being done. As I told you in dative definition also, to whom or for whom. So in this case, der Mann hilft der Frau. To whom hilf is being given, right? Just check to whom or for whom, right? Now, again, as I told you, this topic is a very elaborate topic. We have to practice a lot, and many times we may land into kind of a confusion state wherein you will also be correct and I'll also be correct. So just take it for now. But here, as you see, der Mann hilft der Frau. So the gender has changed straight away, right? And if you recall that table, where is it? Let me quickly check that table. Yes, here you see. So der Frau comes only in dative, right? So this is there are two indications here. Like the gender has changed automatically, and of course to whom and for whom also satisfied here. So thereby we can take it up as dative.
Okay, okay.
It takes time because frankly telling अभी तक मुझे भी ये clear नहीं हो पाया. मतलब जब मैं ये पढ़ाना शुरू करता हूँ तो I recall everything and within 2-3 days अगर मैं topic छोड़ देता हूँ तो मैं भी भूल जाता हूँ. But bear with me, it takes time. हो जाता है, इतना मुश्किल नहीं होगा. Okay, so अभी इस topic को I'll leave here because as I told you I don't want to go too much in deep. So now we will take up Fragen dazu.
9.
Nein.
Alles klar.
Perfect. शिवेन की आवाज नहीं आई.
Yeah, alles klar.
Perfect. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So now अभी हम लोग थोड़ा सा easy करेंगे अपने topic को and we will again go back to our counting. Zahlen. Moment. कुछ नहीं बैठे. And just give me a quick moment. Yes, ये फोटो मैं दिखाना चाहता था लोगों को फिर से. So ये शिवेन भाई, ये आपके लिए भी एक फोटो. ये भाई साहब आए, I want to learn German, and the first thing that he encountered is Führen, and he returns back. तो ये चीज किसी के साथ नहीं होनी चाहिए, right? So thereby मैंने फर्स्ट लेक्चर में ये क्लियर किया था कि we have to go step by step. तो डोंट गेट डिमोटिवेटेड अगर आपको कहीं कोई बहुत बड़ा एक सेटबैक जैसा लग जाए कि अरे यार इतनी बड़ी चीज आ गई, ये कैसे जाएंगे. Within a week's time you will be able to pronounce 555 Führen, fließend, fluently. So I will take up this topic again now. Zahlen. So एक क्विक रिमाइंडर, एक क्विक रिव्यू करेंगे अपन. ये क्या हुआ इसको? कुछ मोमेंट. Okay, so quickly we would recall everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13. Can we start now? Can somebody please proceed? No, from 0.
No.
Perfect. Then
Eins.
perfect.
Zwei.
Zwei. एक चीज है यहाँ पे, एक इम्पोर्टेंट बात बतानी थी कि जब हम लोग ज़्वाई बोलते हैं तो इसको कभी कभी जो भी बोलते हैं, राइट? ZWO. सो ये ध्यान रखना, क्योंकि कई बार कई लोग जो भी बोलेंगे एंड यू विल बी कंफ्यूज कि जो तो कहीं पढ़ा ही नहीं था हम लोगों ने. सो मेक श्योर. देन
Drive.
परफेक्ट. कार्तिक.
Fear.
इशिता.
Fringe.
राइट. अरविंद.
Yeah, Zex.
परफेक्ट. शिवेन.
Sieben.
Perfect. SIEBEN. Proceed, please. Somebody please speak out.
Acht.
Hmm.
9.
Yo. Zen.
10.
Elf.
11. 12. 13.
13. Perfect.
13.
And then अब इसके आगे की काउंटिंग लाइक इवन द्राइजन भी देखा जाए तो द्राइ प्लस जेन हो रहा है. देन इट इज फियर जेन, राइट? दैट इज फियर प्लस जेन. सो ये आगे तक चलता रहेगा. यस प्लीज.
Then I think it will be 5 plus 10, which is 15.
यस यस एब्सोल्युटली राइट. सो अप टू 19 तक अगर हम देखेंगे तो ये भी वही है, 9 प्लस जेन, राइट? तो ये इसमें
May I say something?
प्लीज.
Yeah, till 19 it's the same, but for 17 it's Ziebzen, right? Not Ziebenzen.
Yeah, Ziebzen, that's right. Ziebzen. Correct. Absolutely right. So here there's a special point. हम लोग पूरा Ziebzen नहीं बोलेंगे इसमें. We will take only Ziebzen, right? Akkusative भी नॉर्मल रहेगा, ACST रहेगा, Zexzen भी वही रहेगा, बट यहाँ पे Ziebenzen की जगह Ziebzen हो जाएगा. 9zen हुआ. एंड देन ये भी यस, ये भी देखो तो ये भी एक तरह का कॉम्बिनेशन ही है. Zwanzig, ZIG.
I think in Zexian also it will be not Zex, it will be Zek. The S gets removed.
यस, रिटन में बोल सकते हो, लेकिन जब हम बोलते हैं, प्रोनाउंस करते हैं तो इट्स जस्ट द सेम, है ना? मतलब उसमें इतना डिफरेंस नहीं पता चलता जितना जीबनजेन और जीबजेन में डिफरेंस पता चलेगा. परफेक्ट. अच्छा, एक चीज यहाँ पर भी एक इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट है. मेनी टाइम्स दिस विल बी प्रोनाउंस्ड एज जीबजिश, सॉरी ज़्वानजिश. Zwanzig, that is श वाला प्रोनाउंसिएशन आ जाता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर हम ये बोलते हैं यू आर करेक्ट, ऑर्डर रिश्टिश, RIGTIG, रिश्टिक. सो some people you will find will speak out as रिश्टिक and some people you will find will speak out as रिश्टिश. So the same is Leipzig. Somebody will say Leipzig and some right. Yes, please.
Same with Hamburg then?
Hamburg auch, genau, absolutely richtig. Hamburg भी you will find many places. So it's a difference of dialect. कुछ नॉर्थ डायलेक्ट अलग रहता है, डॉइचलैंड का डायलेक्ट अलग रहता है. डायलेक्ट मीन्स प्रोनाउंसिएशन स्टाइल, एंड देयर बाय ये डिफरेंसेस आ जाते हैं. सो डोंट गेट कंफ्यूज्ड. Both are same. Zwanzig is also richtig. Auch ist richtig, sowie Zwanzig. Zwanzig und Zwanzig, beide sind richtig. Okay. Dann was für 21?
21.
Yes. So it is ein. Now comes und. क्या हुआ? Ein und Zwanzig. Zwanzig और Zwanzig. ओके. सो अभी एक बहुत बड़ा डिफरेंस यहाँ से शुरू हो जाता है, क्योंकि हम लोग जब इंग्लिश में बोलेंगे इसको तो हम इसको बोलेंगे 21, राइट? तो देखा जाए तो जो 2 है वो इसमें पहले आ जाता है. अंग्रेजी में 20 में 20 पहले आ जाएगा और 1 बाद में आ रहा है. लेकिन जर्मन में जब हम पढ़ेंगे इसको तो ये ein und Zwanzig हो रहा है. सो अगर किसी ने आपको इमीडिएटली बोला 25,
25.
यस 25. सो अगर हम लोग अपना इंग्लिश का कैंटनी से यूज करते हैं, इंग्लिश की नॉलेज यूज करते हैं, तो 25 सुनते ही हम लोग को 52 सुनाई पड़ जाएगा, क्योंकि 5 और फिर 2 ध्यान में आता है, तो वो गलत हो जाता है स्ट्रेट अवे. सो मेक श्योर फ्रेंड्स, व्हेनेवर वी आर टॉकिंग इन जर्मन, हमें अपना वो इंग्लिश नॉलेज थोड़ा सा साइड में रखना है, राइट. सो देयर बाई ऑलवेज रिमेंबर, इफ समबडी स्पीक्स अबाउट लाइक, अगर आप रेवे में जाओ और वहां पे वो बोलेगा कि इसका प्राइस ये है, जेक्स उन फ्यूम्स, सो जेक्स को बाद में पकड़ो, पहले फ्यूम्स को पकड़ो, जेक्स उन फ्यूम्स वट एवर इट में भी होगा, तो आपको जो सेकंड कैरेक्टर है वो पहले आ जाता है इसमें. लेट्स से आई से,
हिंदी एंड मराठी टू.
हाँ उसमें भी ऐसे होता है क्या?
Yeah, it's like 22, which is 22.
22.
22, 23, 24, 25.
Yes.
25. So 5, 2, which
Yes.
is 25.
Absolutely right. 25. 5 plus 20. You're correct. Right. So ये differences आएंगे, और ये क्या होता है कि जब हम नंबर्स के बारे में बात करते हैं, स्पेशली मुझे तो सबसे ज्यादा तकलीफ होती थी जब कोई मेरे को आईपी एड्रेस समझाता था 192.160.170.30. सो ये इतनी स्पीड में लोग बोल जाते हैं जर्मन्स लोग कि अपने को कुछ समझ नहीं आता है. ऐसी सिचुएशन में आई फाउंड अ रूट, आई फाउंड अ वे आउट. whenever somebody is telling you a long number और मे बी मोबाइल नंबर भी बोलते हैं, तो भी उसमें वो 3 के वो ऑक्टेट्स बना के बोल देते हैं. Straight away ask them, please buchstabieren Sie bitte. That is, एक नंबर को ask them. So जब मेरे साथ ऐसा हुआ कि जब उन्होंने आईपी एड्रेस बताया, I could not understand anything, that I told them कि please tell me each and every digit one by one. Then they say 192.160.170.30. Right? So अगर ऐसी सिचुएशन में फंस रहे हो कहीं पे, या कहीं पे ऐसा हो गया कि you are unable to cope up and the other person only speaks German, then there is a way out. You can talk in digits then. Okay, dann gehen wir weiter mit Zahlen. What about this? Somebody please give a try.
27.
27 oder 27? Ah ja, 27. Ne? 27, absolutely richtig. Und dann this one?
30.
30. Oh, sorry. 3 Perfect. And then likewise we will talk about 50 also. ये क्यों बार बार आ रहा है? Just a minute. कुछ Nominative. Okay, so 50 is 50. 5 on ZIG. Then 70 is, yes, 70. I may be making some spelling mistakes, so please excuse me for that. चलो अभी हम आगे जाते हैं. Let's say 95. So I would request everybody to participate here. 98 and 99. Somebody please tell this.
95.
95. Perfect. Somebody please.
96.
Perfect. Somebody give a try.
98.
Perfect.
99.
Perfekt, 100% richtig. Okay, dann gehen wir weiter mit 100 Serie. Das ist ganz einfach. Er heißt 100, which is the same as 100, right? Nun, was für 100? Zum Beispiel das.
100 Zen.
Yes, 100 Zen, 100 Zen, oder man kann einfach sagen 100 Zen. Okay, that means अगर आप सिर्फ 100 Zen भी बोलते हो तो सामने वाला समझ जाएगा कि it is 100 Zen. Und dann was für ein 173? Ja, bitte.
173.
173. 100% perfect. Now, here for the starters, you have to, ZIE, SIEB, ZIG. So for the starters, you have to actually break it down. If you see 173, just write it as 100 plus 73. And then 100 bedeutet 100 and then 73, right? So 37, 73 जो हमने पहले पढ़ा था उसी सीरीज में आगे बढ़ जाएगा. Also, was für das denn? Jemand anderes bitte. Somebody else, please.
199.
Yeah, 100% perfect. 100% perfect. 199, right? So, Shivan, can you tell me what this should look like?
$236.
Perfect. 236. तो हम लोग कैसे कर रहे हैं? The moment we see this word, this number, 200 तो पहले ही कट कर लिया, right? And then 36, मतलब हमने पहले ये देखा, इसको हटाया, फिर 6 को देखा और फिर इस पे आए, right? So it's like this, then this, and then this. Then somebody please give me what it should be.
287.
Perfect. Absolute richtig. And then how should we tell this? 333. 100% perfect. 333. And then kommt our hero. First moment. So how tough it is then? Tell me. 555.
It's not tough.
Not at all, na?
Not
500.
tough.
555. Ganz einfach, oder?
455.
Yes, ganz einfach. Absolutely easy. So that's what I wanted to tell you with this photo. Right at the first day I showed to everybody कि अगर the day you start and the day you stumble upon this 555, तो ऐसे ही लोग बोरा बिस्तर लपेट के वापस जाने की कोशिश करते हैं. फिर they get so much demotivated कि भाई ये क्या पढ़ रहे हैं हम लोग. But अगर आप step by step जाओगे, so because even I am not a superman, लेकिन मैं जर्मन बोल पा रहा हूँ, that means everybody on this planet can speak German, right? थोड़ा सा आगे जाएंगे. Let's say ये क्या हुआ, क्यों नहीं आ रहा है? First moment. Yes, 1000 now. Okay, so this is ganz einfach.
9,000.
Yes, 1000. ganz einfach. इसमें कुछ भी नहीं है, right? So अगर मैं ये बोलूँ 1135, तो ये क्या होना चाहिए?
9,135.
Perfect. तो अभी हम क्या कर रहे हैं इसमें? Once again, जैसे हमने पहले 100 अलग कर दिया था, इसमें 1000 अलग कर ले रहे हैं. So हमने पहले 1000 पकड़ लिया ये इस कैरेक्टर के लिए, 100 पकड़ लिया इस कैरेक्टर के लिए, एंड देन वापस यहाँ आ गए. तो इनवेरिएबली हमने जो 1000 बोला बस वही नया है, बाकी सब पहले से ही चला आ रहा था जो हमने पहले लर्न किया. So lastly, I would request everybody one by one to tell me this 1735 2390 8165 9132. Now बहुत ज़्यादा बड़े नंबर्स की ज़रूरत होती नहीं नॉर्मली, क्योंकि हम लोग अगर यूरोज में बात करते हैं तो दीज आर ह्यूज फिगर्स, राइट? तो ये INR में अगर होता तो डेफिनेटली बहुत छोटे फिगर्स होते हैं, बट Euros में they are huge figures. Okay, dann Schritt um Schritt gehen wir weiter. Jemand kann bitte diese Nummer versuchen. Somebody please try.
1735.
35, 100% perfect. Next bitte.
2390.
Perfect. Somebody else?
Ja, 8165.
65, perfect.
9132.
9132, 100% perfect. Okay, so we are done with this also. Let me quickly check अगर मेरे पास और कुछ आज के लिए है तो. There was one small thing that I wanted to share with you. First moment.
Excuse me,
Yeah, bitte.
is this also 100,000?
Normalerweise 100,000 definitely exist. 100,000 is definitely exist. Is this 1 million or a 9?
No, 100,000 is different, and then count 1 million.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, Rishtish, ये actually 1 lakh है basically जो इंडियन में होता है, and here lakh word नहीं होता है, LACH, right? So 100,000 bedeutet 1 lakh, and ये बहुत ही berühmt है. I mean, there are many times you will see this 130,000. So that is just the same. Okay. Lastly, just a quick revision of yesterday's Sein and Haben, right? So हम लोग ने कल पढ़ा था Entschuldigung, fragen dazu. जो हमने
Nein,
अभी पढ़ा.
alles klar.
No,
Perfect.
9.
Alles gut.
Perfekt, vielen Dank. Okay, dann eine sehr schnelles Wiederholung von irregular verbs जो हमने कल पढ़े थे. Irregular verbs. So हमने पढ़ा था sein and haben, right? So एक चीज तो सबसे बड़ी जो मैं बताना चाह रहा था आज वो ये है कि just a quick moment. Ich bin, du bist, sie ist, sie. I don't know, ये आखिरी में चलना बंद कर देता है. Sie, es ist, wir, ihr und sie. Right. So friends, जो मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट चीज मैं बताना चाह रहा था वो ये है कि sein जो है वो बहुत कम यूज होता है. It's used only 20% cases, and hum जो है it will be used in 80% cases. So you have to, in case if you are unable to decide कि ये hum कहाँ यूज करना है और sein कहाँ यूज करना है, so go for hum directly. Now there are certain rules कहाँ पे कौन से यूज करना है उसके बारे में मैं अभी इस क्लास में बताना चाहता हूँ. मोटा मोटा ऐसा है कि sein हमें जस्ट अ क्विक मोमेंट, अगर कोई वर्ब या जो नाउन है जो हु इज डूइंग द जॉब इज चेंजिंग द प्लेस, इट्स चेंजिंग प्लेस और इज डूइंग एनी मूवमेंट, ओके, सो देन वी विल यूज sein. और sein के जो रहेंगे डू, इश, बिन, डू, बिस्ट, जो हमारे जो उसके कॉन्जुगेशंस होते हैं विल बी यूजिंग व्हेन देयर इज अ चेंज ऑफ प्लेस, राइट. एक यहाँ पे एग्जाम्पल मैं देना चाहता हूँ कि सपोज दिस इज अ Schwimmbad, es gibt eine Schwimmbad und eine Person schwimmt, right? So he is doing swimming in this Schwimmbad. So although he is changing his place or there is a movement, but still because the movement is restricted within swimming pool only, we will not be using sein here, right? So these are all complex situations. इतना हमें बताने की जरूरत नहीं होती, but just for information I am telling you कि sein हमें यूज करना है when there is a change of place or there is a movement, but it is not restricted. Let's say अगर कोई साइकिल रेस हो रही है and the cyclists are going ahead, so हमें पता नहीं वो कितना दूर जा रहे हैं. There is no restriction. Although it is definitely there is a circle, लेकिन व्यू में नहीं आ रहा है. बट देन अगर कोई फुटबॉल खेल रहा है या स्विमिंग में है तो इट इज क्लियरली डिफाइंड बाउंड्रीज हैं उसमें, एंड देन वी विल नॉट बी यूजिंग sein. ओके, देन इट इज यूज्ड व्हेन देयर इज चेंज ऑफ स्टेट. चेंज ऑफ स्टेट, लेट्स से अगर कोई बहुत बुरी तरह सो गया तो ये इसका चेंज ऑफ स्टेट हो रहा है, बिकॉज वो जाग रहा था एंड देन दैट पर्सन हैज slept. So it's a change of state. So again, in such cases also we will be using sein. And then there are certain special verbs like bleiben, then werden. There are certain verbs which compulsorily use sein only, right? So ये just एक वो था एक तरह का कि because many times let's say if I say I am gone, मैं चला गया हूँ, ich bin unterwegs और I am gone. So इसको जब हम लोग लिखेंगे तो you might find it a little confusing because haben का भी होता है ich habe, du hast. So ich habe gegangen, somebody might say ich habe gegangen. अब ये gegangen कहाँ से आया? That I'll tell you later on. Gegangen. Gegangen means gone. Ich habe gegangen ऐसा लगेगा क्योंकि I have gone, लेकिन क्योंकि as I told you, if there is a change of place, some movement is there, so this sentence will be wrong. Ich bin gegangen. Right? It has to be like this. Now quickly मैं यहाँ पे लिख देता हूँ क्योंकि ये थोड़ा सा confusing हो सकता है. जो इसका conjugation होता था z का sein का, that was ich bin, du bist, sie ist, wir sind, ihr seid, and sie sind, right? And haben का anybody remember how do we conjugate haben? Bitte? Please
Ich
try.
habe.
Ich habe.
Ich habe.
Somebody else?
Du hast.
Perfect. RGS?
Hatte.
Only hat.
Hat.
Yeah. Wir? Somebody
Haben.
else?
Haben.
Yeah. Ihr?
Hat.
Perfect. Habt. Sie haben. ये तो हमेशा infinitive में रहता है. Right. So जैसे मैंने एक एग्जांपल दिया, I am gone. So ich habe gegangen. Right? I am gone में you will be confused whether I should use ich bin gegangen or ich habe gegangen. So always remember this rule that if there is any change or movement, if there is change of place or if there is any movement in the sentence, then we have to use bin. Okay. And apart from this, haben will be used more than 80% times. Let's say if I were to say you are correct, right? So now इसमें आपको कुछ समझ ही नहीं आएगा. Normally if I'm you, अगर मैं बोल रहा हूँ तो अगर यहाँ पे मैं do form में use कर रहा हूँ, so you will be confused. Du bist richtig or du hast richtig, right? So such cases में जब आपके पास कोई rule fill नहीं हो रहा है and you don't have any guideline, so as I told you, go for 80% rule, go for hub. So यहाँ पे ये हो जाएगा do hast rest. Okay. We have gone. We have gone. Let's say we have gone. Gone. Again gone bedeutet gegangen. So यहाँ पे friends क्या लगता है? What should we use?
Wir haben gegangen.
देखो यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है? Gone मतलब there is a change of place, change of movement, ना?
Wir sind gegangen.
Yes. So अगर हम change of वो कर रहे हैं तो haben use नहीं करेंगे. We will use sein form. Change of place sein. So ये wir
Even
sind हो
if it-
जाएगा.
So like even if it is written that we have gone or she has gone, then even then also we will use sein only, right?
If there is change of place or movement, then we have to use sein.
Okay.
Okay. अभी मैं देखता हूँ और कोई एग्जाम्पल मेरे को ध्यान में नहीं आ रहा है. Just first moment मुझे. Yes. अभी let's say there are certain hint wise verbs means जो कि खुद ही अपने आप को एक hint दे रहे हैं. Let's say fliegen. Fliegen means to fly. Right? So अभी अगर मैं ये बोलूं I have flown to Germany, तो ये होगा बाय द वे लेट्स से इश. अभी यहाँ पे हमें कंफ्यूजिंग है कि haben होगा या sein होगा. इश haben और sein nach Deutschland geflogen. So give it a try. यहाँ क्या लगना चाहिए?
It will be sein. It will be ich bin nach Deutschland geflogen.
Genau, absolut richtig. Ich bin nach Deutschland geflogen. क्योंकि ये fliegen है ना. Fliegen का तो मतलब ये है कि वो बैठे बैठे तो फ्लाई नहीं कर सकता है. There is a change of state. So thereby ये definitively sein form में ही यूज होएगा. Okay. Likewise, अगर कोई सो के उठ रहा है या उठ के सो रहा है, राइट? जैसे होता है एक वर्ड होता है einschlafen, SCHLAFEN. This means to fall asleep. Okay. So ये तो क्लियर है ना कि there is a change of state, जो मैंने यहाँ लिखा था change of state, right? So अगर कहीं पे भी if you are using einschlafen, so अगर जैसे if I were to say I am sleeping or I just fall asleep, let's say whatever it may be, so in this case अगर मैं सो रहा हूँ या सो गया हूँ, I have converted my state from awakened state to slept state, so then there will be again ich bin eingeschlafen or whatever the verb may be, right? So ये मुझे बताना था. I will try to see if I have more examples to offer, but as on right now I find no more examples. Okay, so ये जो फंडा है फ्रेंड्स, ये प्लीज याद रखना क्योंकि ये बहुत ही कंफ्यूजिंग है. आगे जाके कई जगह अपने को ये अटकेगा. But if we remember these two rules, change of place or movement or change of state, so definitely we have to use sein, and otherwise in 80% cases you have to use have, that is haben. And most likely if you are unable to decide कि भैया ये वर्ब में मैं क्या यूज करूँ या वर्ब ही नहीं पता है अपने को कि ये वर्ब का क्या मतलब है, go for haben. Most likely 80% cases haben से ही चलते हैं, right? So that was all for today. Any Fragen über diese Session? in totality?
No.
No.
9, alles klar.
All right, perfect. Once again, I would like to remind you कि अगर कोई भी doubt आता है, कुछ भी होता है, तो you can put a voice message in our WhatsApp group, or you can just write down, or there are multiple ways to reach me out. So if you have any time, during your studies also, if you find any doubt or anything, you can always put a question there on the group, and I'll be more than happy to answer you. Also, ich danke alles für Ihre Zeit und Versuch, and vielen Dank und bis morgen. Tschüss.
Vielen Dank, Sid.
Danke.
Bis
Bis
morgen.
morgen. Tschüss.
Vielen Dank.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Bis morgen. Tschüss.